takanot and gezerot, enactments and decrees of the rabbis, invented out of thin air with no scriptural justification. Simply new religious laws framed with the authority of the oral law, an unabashed violation of Deuteronomy 4:2 and 12:32. Deuteronomy 4:1-2, where it says, "You shall not add to the word which I am commanding you, nor take away from it, that you may keep the commandments of Jehovah your Elohim, which I command you." Ma'asim, the deeds or actions of rabbis or sages, justifying how a tradition should be observed, the practicality of observance. The Ma'asim or works were derived from stories, incidents, and actions of rabbis, not scripture.
And what's your story? That you can give sight to the blind?
I came into this world to give sight to those who cannot see. And to take away sight from those who can.
What do you mean by that? That we who are righteous are blind?
If you were blind, you would be without sin. But since you say we see, your sin remains.
That's true. This man wants through the devil! No! He's a cheat! A fanatic! Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! Hypocrites all! For you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. You do not go in yourselves, nor do you let others enter. Blind guides! You strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. You bow before the letter of the law and violate the heart of the law. Justice, mercy, good faith. You are like whited sepulchres, all clean and fair without, but within, full of dead men's bones and all corruption. You see these stones, do you not? I tell you, there will not be left here one stone upon another that will not be thrown down. Yours is a house of desolation, the home of the lizard and the spider. Serpents, brood of vipers, how can any of you escape damnation? You shall not see me here again, not until you learn to cry, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." For I and my Father are one and the same. He is a blasphemer! This is the man! White-head sepulchres! You have forsaken the Lord, and now you despise the Holy One of Israel!
You don't speak for the people of Israel! Listen to the teachings of our God!
Remember the covenant I made!
So the Pharisees were experts on the law, or the Torah. The Torah is the first 5 books of the Old Testament and includes the laws that were given to Moses and given to the people of Israel. Now the Pharisees were experts, and they also believed not only in the law itself, but in the oral law. And the oral law, they believed, was the gift given to Moses for interpreting the law. And this is why we have, just below the picture of the Pharisee on the left, two icons to help remember the characteristics of a Pharisee. One is an image of the Torah on the left, another image of the mouth, to remember that they believed in an oral law and in an interpretation of the laws. And later on, after Jesus died, there was some of the laws and interpretations were written down in important books that were used by Jews for centuries and millennia afterwards, which is why the rabbis of today, the leaders of the Jewish people today, are traced back to the Pharisees. After the temple was destroyed, the Pharisees lived on.